What do you think of the documentary, the first couple episodes?
It was pretty good. Kind of give behind the scenes deal, insight on to the fans on how we handle things when we're not on camera, you know, so to say. But gives them. I like that they're getting a behind the scenes look at what we do.
A lot of coaches like they don't like that. They don't like the extra access and people filming them. Why did you like that? I mean, how
Well, for that reason, I feel like this was going to be a special season, a special group, the number one recruiting class, and I just thought that it would be fun for us to do that this year.
What does it do for the brand overall?
I think it's helping the brand because everybody that has a cell phone can get the ESPN app and watch it and watch the Tigers. So I think that's some great self promotion.
Coach Barton was very complimentary of you and your program this week. Have you guys started to play nice since last year's game?
Well, last year's game was last year's game. I've always had a lot of respect for Coach Barnes. I just protected my team last year. And it's unfortunate that it got taken out of hand last year with what happened. They had a great team, number one team in the nation, and we were fighting to try to get some respect. And and then it's a rivalry game. So, we'll just leave it there.
How often do you and Coach Barton run across each other in recruiting and anywhere else?
A lot, actually. They're in town a lot recruiting guys, and I bump into them, and obviously on the road at all of the events.
Are you anticipating that moment of the crowd reaction once they announce you in that arena?
It really doesn't matter. We're on the road, man. We're trying to be road warriors. We don't really care about what happens. Anything can happen on the road, from the crowd. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm locked in.
Do you expect this to be the loudest, rowdiest crowd that acts?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, because it's a rivalry game, in-state game, and what happened last year as well. So they're going to be ready.
Ryan Boyce entered his name into the transfer portal. Is that something you expect to continue as you continue to recruit top-level talent?
I'm not sure. We love Ryan. We wish him well, and I'm not sure if that's going to continue to happen. There's 1,000 kids in the transfer portals every year, so it's a part of college. It's become a part of college basketball.
So much has been made about your number one recruiting class this year. What do you know about the freshmen at Tennessee, a group that's going to be looking to recruit something this Saturday?
Well, obviously we know about Josiah Jones. He's the guy that's going to play 30 minutes a night. The other freshmen are not playing as many minutes, but are capable of coming in and affecting the game in the minutes that they play. So definitely know about him and how good he really is. I think he's leading the team in rebounds. Really good, exciting freshman.
Does this strike you as a group that, in environments like this, you kind of almost have to embrace that everyone is against you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like this is a group that is ready to kind of embrace that?
Yeah, I think we'll feed off of that. I think this is the type of group that you got to think about it. All these guys have been a superstar on their own high school teams. And every time they've gone on the road, they've been booed, they've been talked about. So they kind of, it kind of gets real, really good basketball players and elite basketball players, gets their juices flowing and want to do better.
Having this group, you mentioned last year you're kind of sticking up for your guys, but
Mm-hmm.
having the talent you have this year, do you feel just more comfortable and confident going into a game like this with the group you have now?
Well, I felt confident and comfortable last year because I felt like we were going to protect home court. They just played a phenomenal game. You got to give them credit for that. And obviously, yes, this year with the team that is kind of buying into what I'm saying, that are all in, even though we're down a couple bodies, that everybody's still locked in on what we need to do. So definitely confident going there.
What's the toughest place you ever played? The toughest place you ever played?
Probably Cincinnati. Cincinnati was one of those rivalries back in the day. It was tough to play there.
Any chance we could see Lester get some minutes?
I doubt it very seriously on Lester.
Is there anything you can do to sort of prepare the guys for that?
There's nothing that we can do to prepare them for that. It's going to be, when they first hit the arena and they feel the energy from their fans, it's going to be different, but I'm sure that this group will take that challenge.
What about the week off? Was that a good thing or a bad thing between games?
No, it was a great thing for us because we needed time to prepare for this team. You don't want to come off of a Tuesday game and have to play them Saturday, and vice versa for them. They've had more days off than us. So there won't be any questions that need to be asked before that game is tipped off about personnel, about what they're going to run, tendencies, everything that either team is going to do. It's just going to come down to sheer will and heart and then being smart as well in that game.
How does this Tennessee team compare? How does this Tennessee team compare to the one you faced last year?
Last year's team was veterans, a lot of veterans, and they were led by Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield. And Jordan Bone is an NBA point guard. So, you lose 3 pros, and then you add young guys. Obviously, Eve Pons was a freshman last year. Josiah Jones wasn't there. Jordan Bowden and Lamonte Turner was actually just coming off an injury. But it was like they were more settled last year. And this year they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to find this group's identity, even though they play really hard. But last year's group already had an identity.
Has Malcolm Dandridge made a lot of progress in this week off we've had in practice?
Yeah, every day Malcolm is getting better. Obviously the confidence that he has from his knee injury, the more that he does, the way he gets up and down the floor, we're seeing great things from him.
You said on Monday it's not you versus Rick. Do you think that's just an easy headline for people to grab so they try and paint it?
Yeah, I kind of added to that last year, with all the headlines, but it was just really trying to protect my team. But yeah, it's easy to go with those headlines after what happened last year.
Coach, if you take UT and Memphis out of the equation, do people realize just how good basketball is across the city?
Obviously, they should. I mean, Tennessee is ranked. We're ranked. Vanderbilt is up and coming, with the new coaching staff. And just across the state itself, there's a ton of talent.
How important do you think it is for this game to keep going? I know right now it's not a scheduled pass, but how much would you
Yeah, I think it's important. I mean, obviously because, you have so many Tennessee fans here and the history of so many guys that I've known that have gone to UT, play football, play basketball. There's just a huge connection there.
What's the key to getting your guys to play like it's another game when it's clearly not just
It's not. It's definitely not another game. You can't just ignore that this is not Tennessee versus Memphis. And that's how we're going to approach it. It's just not another game. I know it's early in the season, but some games are just important, and this is one of them.
Does a slow start worry you?
No, it doesn't worry me at all because I feel like we're going to be ready in this game.
You guys haven't you've dealt with all these setbacks with James out, with Lester out. You haven't lost a game yet. How do you think you guys have pulled that off? Probably some people didn't think you were capable.
I think we pulled it off because we're prepared. I think being prepared, guys sticking to the game plan for a majority of the game, playing hard, and doing all the small things, and that's what happens, man. You can win on this level if you have every guy that's in a uniform committed to doing what the team needs done at any moment and while they're on their floor.
excluding what you're like preaching in preparations for your guys, what are you preaching about Tennessee to your guys? Like what about them?
Well, they're going to play 5 guys 30 minutes or more, and then everybody else is kind of going to sprinkle in, but they're going to play extremely hard for 40 minutes. They don't take possessions off. They scramble really well. They cover each other really well. They rebound really well. Those 5 guys that play a majority of the minutes are all tough physically and seem to be mentally as well. So it's just going to be a dogfight every second that you're out there.
You mentioned that you kind of added to the whole brouhaha last
Mhm.
year. Do you think it seems like you've sort of taken something and learned from just that experience, just in terms
Well, it wasn't just that. It's like I could have not responded to the things that he said about our team, but taking up for my team is what I was doing. And I think that got taken out of context. I don't want to even, go back to that on what he said in his press conference or on a radio show or whatever. But last year, we know that we probably tried to take like 12 charges in that game, and they might have called 3, and the other 9 were like blocks. So it was this flopping thing going on. And if you know the NBA, when you flop, you get a tech. And now they brought that into college, where if you flop, you get a tech. We're not a flopping team. We just wanted to play hard. We wanted to beat a really good team. And then, like I said, it just kind of got taken out of context.
You have the same emphasis on taking a lot of charges this year?
We're just going to play tough. We're just going to play tough, and we're going to play hard, man. If a guy has a charge, take it. If not, then just be tough. That's it. We don't promote flopping. It's just not who we are.
And is soreness still in Boogie's back? Or is he?
No, Boogie's good now. He's 100%.
Seems like you guys are really finding an identity on defense. You're scoring a lot of points. You play at a fast
Mhm.
pace. Do you think defense is really where it starts and goes for you guys?
Defense is the start, the middle, and the end. It's everything. I mean, you cannot lose sight of who the hot guys are, who the guys that can hurt you the most, guys that like to crash the glass. You have to be in tune with the game plan the entire time that you're out there.
Time for one more. When's the last time you've been to Knoxville?
The last time I've been to Knoxville, the Orlando Magic played a exhibition game there when I was in Orlando. Yep. Well, you know what? We had an AAU tournament probably like 5 years ago, and we stayed on campus, near campus, but never been, and we practiced in their arena. So, yeah, or something of that nature. Or we got some shots up in their arena or something like that. But Yeah, it was just that's how long it's been.